Hi guys, it's your friend and brother King Buchi on this one right now, and I'm here to share with you how you can utilize this Asuu strike. This is strictly for students. I wouldn't want any other person who is not a student to watch this video, but I'm just posting it on YouTube so anybody can watch it. You're free, you have the license to watch anything you want to. So it's there on YouTube. Even though you are not a student, it can be beneficial to you also. But this ASU strike of a thing is so alarming. Like, I don't understand. You see, before you know it, you hear that ASU are agitating for strike, agitating. From the agitation, they'll just go for warning strike. And from that warning strike, they will go indefinite automatically. That's what happened in 2019 after during the COVID-19 pandemic, that ASU had to give their warning strike. They gave 2 weeks warning strike at first, and then later increased it to 1 month. And from 1 month, we stayed up to 9 good months for this particular strike action. So I want to just share with you because I heard a lot of students complaining that during the strike they do not use it lucratively and they didn't achieve anything. I just want to share this with you because in this strike, I don't just know the fate of the students, but as a psychology student, I'm sharing this with you. It will be of help to you or anyone else. So even though you don't value it, you can tell your friends, you can tell others, or the oncoming generation, like the secondary school student, so that they will be aware of it because it's not easy being a federal university student. It's not easy at all. Okay, we go into the business of the day, which is how we can maximize this period strike period. And we'll be going to some of the measures we use to make sure this your strike period is not just in vain. You do not while away your time, you do not misuse your time, but actually use it lucratively. You actually use it to achieve a goal. All right, we go into number one step. The first step of utilizing this strike period is one, as a student, get a skill. You should have a skill. And I want to be specific on this aspect. When I say have a skill, I mean digital skill. The world is going digital right now. If you see, a lot of us have heard concepts like graphic design, some of us web design, some of us you've been hearing about forex, online trade, you've been hearing about crypto market, you've been hearing about programming, you've been hearing lots more of this digital skill. The world is going digital. The world is actually going digital. So as a student, you're supposed to be all round. You're supposed to be digitally inclined. You're supposed to have every knowledge you should seek as a student because knowledge is power. So I urge you students to go look for a digital skill and learn. It pays handsomely. If you become a graphic designer, you have so many platforms which you can advertise this your skill, you market this your skill, and then you get paid. You get paid on it. We have Upwork. You can register in Upwork, follow the procedures, and before you know it, you'll be getting jobs and be paid in dollars. Imagine you being paid in dollars as a Nigerian student. When you convert it to your naira, you know how much it will be. You also have Fiverr. Fiverr is one of the platforms which you can also work. You can get jobs. You can get jobs and then get paid handsomely. And then all those forex trading, you can trade in forex and get paid. You trade in forex and you earn your money. You earn your money through trading in forex. And also other digital skills that helps develop you as a person. Then we move to the second step. Digital skill is very important because the world is going global. It's going like all around, computerized in all ramification. Then the second that we'll be looking at is what? Hand skills. Hand skills, technical skills, technical skills. You need to learn handwork. You need to learn handwork as a student so that when there is need for this particular skillfulness, you come out and you perform what you are good in. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to know how to manipulate things using your hand, artifacts. You need to know how to manipulate things. You need to know how to manipulate things. And how would you do that? You meet someone who is in charge of a particular industry, like the mechanic industry. In our universities or secondary schools, to say, they don't teach us practicals. We don't go deep in practicals. We just learn the theoretical aspect of the courses we learn. It's so appalling, but that's just the system of education in Nigeria. But if you go out there to seek for job, they will ask you, what's your experience? And this experience they are talking about is what you can do. It's no longer your paper certificate that speaks for you, but what you can offer. So if you don't have these hand skills, if you don't have these hand skills, let me say, like people that study electrical engineering and you don't know how to fix wires, you don't know how to fix cables, you don't know how to make connections, you failed. You failed in that particular field of study. So, and they won't teach you all this in your school. Just go out there during this strike period, utilize it by meeting someone who is already a professional in that aspect, in the aspect of lighting and other mechanical skills, and then learn from that person. And when you are done, add it to the knowledge you are getting, the, the, the theoretical knowledge you are getting in school, and you see at the end of everything, you make it big. You make it big. When you go theoretically, you are up and doing. uh, Experimentally, you are also up and doing. So just try and get yourself acquainted with all these handmade skills. You can learn decoration, you can learn electronics, you can learn carpentry, you can learn lots of in carpentry. You can also be building some of the artifacts, some of all these ancient carved images from trees, and it will earn you handsomely. And the third one we'll be going to is public speaking skills. We all are humans and we are social beings. We need to be audible while we speak and interact with others. So public speaking skill is very much important. It's so very important that you cannot do without it. But there are some people that they will prefer you killing them, they will prefer committing suicide than for them addressing a crowd. It's so appalling. So public speaking is very important. And as a student, you are to know how to speak, how to address people, how to read letters, newsletters. You are to know how to read journals and magazines. You have to know how to interpret project or defend any project or write-up that is presented to you in front of crowd. You don't know where you find yourself tomorrow. You don't know if you will become an auditor that we say a lot of things to the crowd. You don't know if you will become an ambassador that will represent a country and will have to address a whole lot of people. You don't know if you become a politician later in life that we need to address your people, the people you are governing. So, public speaking is very, very important. If you are not that bold enough, if you don't have that confidence to stand in front of a crowd and speak, then I urge you as a student, use this strike period to learn it because it's very important. It's so, so much important. It's so much important because it will help you to become a good leader, and it will also help you to be able to develop more confidence to address a crowd, which is very important in life. It will also help in boosting your social capability and help you become more political. And then we move to the next one, which is business. A lot of you will say, well, what is business? What has business got to do with this? What has business got to do with what I'm talking about? But I am telling you fervently that business is something one can do without. One can't do without business. Okay, look at a lot of rich persons in Nigeria. Call the prominent men in Nigeria, and I will tell you a number of business that they are involved in, if not investment that they don't normally uh, take part in the let me say the production, buying and selling of the goods and services. There are other businesses that are engaged in which helps in bringing back their income. Look at Obi Kubana, the great Obi Kubana. He is into business. He's a great businessman and he is counted among the richest in Nigeria. Look at E-Money. He have oil wells. That's business. Look at Dangote, the richest man in Africa, in the whole of Africa, not just Nigeria. Look at Dangote. He have a lot of business, from Dangote cement to Dangote spaghetti to Dangote noodles to Dangote this to Dangote that to Dangote salt and all that. What have you? So you see that business is something that is very lucrative and it helps a lot. You can go into marketing, you can go into sales, you can go into online business. There are a lot of them there. There are a lot of them out there. So go and look for a particular business that you can do well in, that suits your own personality, and engage in it. Engage in it, be diligent, be patient enough, and you see that before the end of this strike, you'll be able to cash out very wonderfully. Very wonderfully. Business is something that you can't do without. I bet you when you get engaged in business, very serious with your business, you see that a lot of goodies will come your way. In business, you can be a shareholder. You just invest in a particular business and then you forget about everything. You see that at the end of every returns, your profits will be given to you. At the end of every transaction, your returns will come to you. You can also engage yourself in affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing. And you see that tremendously your wealth will be increasing day after day. You need to just get yourself engaged in something, because if you just stay and keep hoping that Asuu will call off the strike very soon, you see that at the end of the day, you've whiled away a month, 2 months, 3 months, and all that without achieving anything. So get yourself engaged. Get yourself engaged. Business can be anything. Business can be anything. But we have specified business to a number of things. So go out there, look for something you can do, look for a business you can engage in, look for a way. If you are someone that can convince people to buy, go into sales. You convince them. Copywriting, you convince people to get a particular product, And then at the end of everything, you get your own percentage and you keep booming. I'll be ending with this last one, which is sports. There are a lot of students out there that want to reduce their weight. There are a lot of students out there that want to keep fit. There are a lot of students out there who want to maintain their body shape and posture. So I'm telling you most solemnly that if you go out there during this strike period and learn a particular sport, learn a particular sport. There's a number of sports, a whole lot of number of sports out there. We have skating, you can learn skating, you can learn football, you can learn basketball, you can learn jogging, you can learn swing, you can learn handball, you can learn table tennis, you can learn lawn tennis, you can learn bicycle, cycling. There are a whole lot of them there that you can learn. Gymming also, other workouts, you learn them. And then at the end of the strike, there are a lot of students. On Saturdays, you see a number of students trooping down the UNN stadium or the school stadium. If they see you go like consistent in a particular activity, in a particular sport activity, they might want to join you. You can create a group from there and be coaching them. You serve as their coach, be coaching them. And as you are coaching them, you are not coaching them for free. They'll be paying a fee for your services. And by that way, you make it big. So make use of this strike period. Use it wisely. Don't wait for government. Don't wait for Asuu. If they should call off strike today, tomorrow, fine. But before they do so, get engaged in something. Get engaged in something. I don't believe in fraudulent activities, and I won't advise anyone to go into any of it. Even the one that they have covered, that this is not how we think it is, that it's not that evil. This one is more preferable than the others. I don't subscribe to those activities. So I'll give you the best advice I should give to my brother, the best advice I should give to a friend. Don't get involved in fraudulent activities, because a day you might be caught and that will be the end of your career. You've just spoiled your name, you spoiled that of your family, and then you're giving yourself bad image. Get involved in all these activities that I've listed down. And at the end of everything, you'll be very glad that you've actually utilized your strike period instead of whiling away your time in rubbish activities, or whiling your time in social media, or whiling your time in waiting for Asuu and federal government to negotiate and call off the strike. Thank you so very much. If you really enjoy this talk, you can subscribe, like, and share this video, as I'll be encouraged to share more ideas whenever needs arise. Then, if you also have other ideas that you can also share, you can share in the comment section so that others will learn from it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. I remain King Buchi. Thank you.